Hey Rob.
Hello, it's Monday. We're not doing sprint planning this morning because Lee's not here, as you can see. He's got the day off. Lucky man. But I think it's going to be a pretty simple day for the two of us. I'm basically going to be working on who shoved my shapes, trying to get as many bug fixes done as possible because there isn't that many left, really. And we just want the game done and dusted and just so we can move on. But yeah, what are you doing today?
Well, today I'm going to continue doing some DLC images for the summer pack coming in for the Switch for coloured pixels. I've got a few more in the works. We're closing in on the end, but I've got a few more good ideas before I finish off, so I'm going to try wrap those up today.
Okay, yeah, so today's been a really productive day for me. I've mainly just been working on bug fixing. So one of the big bugs I fixed today is this windmill cube, I think it's called. I think that's the puzzle name. Basically there was a few issues with it. One of them was it wasn't saving correctly, so fingers crossed now that if you like unload it and load it back in, there we go. It should all be right. All of the shapes should be in the right orientation and all the colours should be correct. That was a bit of a pain to fix. Yeah, so I did a couple of other things as well. So we've got this flip button now, which flips the cube upside down. This is a feature that Lee was requesting quite a lot because a lot of the algorithms that you use to solve cubes like this, it sort of like lets you solve the top half and then it just says flip it over, and obviously that wasn't possible with that all set up. So now you just press the button, flips the cube over, and you can carry on, which is really, really good. Yeah, so the pyramids now controls a lot better as well. There was a lot of complaints with this one, but yeah, I think it's pretty much there. It should be nice and simple. Yeah, and one more bug that I haven't actually been able to fix, but I think I might just leave it just because it might break a few things, is if you look at a couple of puzzles, this is one of them, at a weird angle, and then you select sort of a very shallow angle to select and drag your cube, it goes the opposite way to where the mouse is going. It's a bit of a nightmare to fix because see, like if you change the angle a bit, it works fine. It happens as well for underneath if you do it like that. It's just going to be a bit of a nightmare to fix, and fingers crossed it doesn't actually affect that many puzzles, and most of the time you won't notice it anyway, because you won't be doing weird angles like this most of the time, will you? But yeah, I've just sort of like put that back on Trello with a little comment on it, just to see if it is a big issue, then I'll spend the time looking at it, but for now I'm just going to leave it, I think. Guys, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Woo! Yeah, we've just done sprint planning. Did today, obviously, because now we've got Lee, and Lee knows what he's doing. What are you doing, Lee?
Today I'm doing the YouTube video, because it's different from last week. It should be a short one though, it's only 3 days worth of footage. Shouldn't be too long. Other than that, it's going to be helping Jack with the summer DLC, and that's coming out this week. So we need to make sure all the images have been done, images that he has done, the testing, putting into the game, and just getting them ready for release. Other than that, it is a lot of work for shuffling my shapes. You've been working on a lot of that yesterday, and there's a lot of QA testing to be done. The demo goes live next week, so I want to make sure the game actually works fully. So a lot of QA testing for that as well.
Good stuff. Jack, what are you doing?
Well, as Lee so elegantly put, I'll be working on the last few designs, and then I've got to hand them off to Lee to check them. Hopefully they'll all be done today, if not early tomorrow, but that's what I plan to do, just more artwork.
Good stuff. As for me, I'm going to be doing a bit of bug fixing. So there was a hexseed bug, I think, that you spotted in the Discord. So I'm going to be working on that. And of course, if you discover any bugs when you're doing your QA, pass of who shuffle my shapes. But other than that, I'm actually going to be working on WooLoop. So it'll be nice to finally get back on that project. Yeah, so I'm happy to be working back on WooLoop again. It's been quite a few months, I think, really, since I've done any real work with this. I did some stuff with the music, but that wasn't really like much dev work, really. It was just copy and paste from other projects. But yeah, I'm working on these icons that basically tell you the instruction that you're supposed to do to sort of work through each level. These are the old ones. They were animated and they looked okay. They did the job, but it got a bit confusing when you had a couple of pins sort of next to each other. You couldn't quite tell exactly which one was going to which pin. So I've been trying to improve that today. So we've come across this system, well, we built a system where it basically, it does the same thing, but it's a lot more accurate. So now you see like this arrow, it starts basically facing the old pin, and it more accurately tells you where you're going to be headed. So it just makes it a bit more user-friendly. Obviously, there's a lot more work that needs to go into this, a lot more like colours and make it look a bit nicer and stuff like that. But quite pleased with the initial result at least. There's also like quite a few bugs, especially if you're going anti-clockwise. It doesn't quite work, but it's a good start. And fingers crossed we'll be able to make it a lot better.
It's been a pretty productive day. Got the YouTube video done just after lunchtime. As I said, it was quite a short one, so there wasn't much in terms of editing to do. So hopefully that'll be alright once we'll give it a watch tomorrow. I spent the rest of the day going through all the images that Jack's created so far. So we've got 16, which is really good going. And I've been going through correcting some of the minor issues, which comes from using the tablet. But so far they're looking pretty good. And I've just finished actually editing them all to make them suitable for the game. They do still need a final full QA just to make sure there's no other issues that you'll come across when playing. But for the time being, quite good with what we've got. What we'll do now, we've got this image here of a wave, I guess, quite a nice summery beach sort of theme. And there's still, as you can see, a lot of work to do to this to make it suitable for the game. So I'm going to start working on this to correct this and make this suitable for Color Pixels. Morning!
Morning!
Music Wednesday, isn't it?
Music Wednesday.
Woo!
Had the radio on. We just had our stand-up for today. What are you doing, Rob?
Yeah, so for me, I pushed a build fix yesterday, fixing the performance issue that we're having. But apparently that's just added another bug. Basically all of the text is broken. So I'm going to quickly fix that. I'm going to do a quick build for you for Color Pixels. But other than that, I'm just going to keep working on those icons for WooLoop, trying to get those a bit nicer.
Yeah, great. What about you, Jack? Where you at?
Today I'm doing the last of the 2 summer DLC images. I've got a big one to do today, so that's going to be the longest one, and then I've got a small one to do tomorrow. But after that, well, hopefully all wrapped up and ready to go.
Fantastic, yes. For me, uploading the YouTube video now, and then just a lot of testing and support for the Color Pixels DLC. That should be pretty much it.
Okay, so a new batch of merch has just arrived. We've just put it in the poster, so this is looking a lot better now. Number one, because it's not folded, but there are a couple of issues with it. So first of all, it's like not quite centered, so like there's a little bit there, but there's a big bit over here. So that needs fixing. There's also some stuff around the middle that we kind of want to do to make it pop a bit more. But so yeah, we're gonna have to get another one of those done. But thankfully, there's just small changes. But we've also got the new mug. We look past Grogu. So we've got a new Color Pixels mug to replace the one that Lee smashed. Never gonna let that go. And then we've got the new ToastieLabs hat, which Jack is showing off. And that's great. I think that's good to go pretty much, which is quite cool. But yeah, more merch.
So I've spent most of today going over the images in Color Pixels that Jack's been working on. Got a feeling here that I've had to do some changes to. So all the pictures come in, there's quite a few changes to make, but then there's been some minor changes to make as I'm going through doing the thorough test, which I've been saying that you do for a short while. So these are the ones in the game at the moment. All the ones that I've coloured in have been coloured in properly by myself, just to do a full test. So there's only 4 left. Jack's still working on one of them. I'm going to take a quick break from actually testing them, because I wanted to do a post on the Who Shuffle My Shapes store page just to get some news out about that as well.
Lee, Rob, what we're up to today?
Yeah, we just had our stand-up, finishing up the DLC for the summer DLC for Color Pixels. There's 4 images left to test. You just pushed the last couple now, so I'm going to be having a look at those as well. Once they're in game, the achievements you're doing as well, get the achievements and the announcements ready, and then once I'm done with that, I'm moving on to Shuffle My Shapes, finally getting some of that QA done as well.
Yeah, for me, I'm just going to be working on WooLoop again, trying to get those icons to the instructions basically on what to do, trying to get those looking as nice as possible. Yeah, right, Jack?
Yeah, as for me, well, the poll for the next DLC is pretty close between Steampunk and Vistas, so I'm just going to get a head start and work on a bit of both, and hopefully it'll go right. But apart from that, that's all me. Hey everyone, just a quick update to what I've been up to for the past week. I've just wrapped up doing the summer DLC for Color Pixels, which launches tomorrow. I got all 20 done. It's been quite a busy week, but it's been fun as hell. I got my desk a little bit customised. I've got a nice little Iron Shine statue then. I got my new hat thanks to Lee. It's been a great week so far, and at the minute I'm just testing out the new iPad. I'm doing some new artwork at the minute. I'm just making a little backlog of some images we could use in the future. I've got a nice little steampunk ray gun, and I'm doing a mummy at the minute. So you may see those in the future if they come around. But as for the summer DLC, here's a little teaser for what's to come. little ice cream, but I won't show you the rest of them because, well, I don't want to spoil it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And apart from that, I'll see you all soon.
Okay, so I've been working more on these sort of like instruction icons, I've been calling them, because they give you instructions. And yeah, I think I'm getting more and more happy with the results. So the arrows are actually facing in a much more correct direction. And I've added colours, so the colours kind of give you an indication on what the current state of the instruction is. So like if you just touch an instruction, should go yellow, and then if you complete it, it should go green. And if you do it wrong, it should go red. So yeah, that's looking nice. I've also added a little fade as well, so it's not just instant. That's new compared to the old system. And yeah, there's this fading in and out as well, which doesn't look 100% accurate, but it looks like it needs a bit more work, but it is looking nice when it does work. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly and surely. There's still obviously a bit more work to do. I'm still not 100% on the actual art for these icons, but we're definitely getting there.
Let's get ready to go home. I'm happy to say that the Colour Pixels Summer DLC is completely finished and ready to go. I've just finished up the announcement post now. But as well as that, I've spent the day testing all the images Jack created, and they're all good. There will be some minor changes, but everything's ready. Achievements work, and I've just done the announcements now as well. So that's across all the platforms, such as Steam. I got the GIF here as well, which I'm quite happy with. But yeah, it's the first DLC that Jack's worked on himself. So, it's the first DLC that Jack's done. So we'll look and get some feedback. So if you're watching this and you played the DLC, let us know how you find it. And that's just so we can make any improvements, if any you think we can make. But yeah, it gets released tomorrow, and we're excited to see how it does.
It's Friday.
Woo!
Yeah, right. You got the Friday energy, Lee?
Apparently.
Yeah, we just done stand up like usual. What you up to, Lee?
Yeah, mostly it's going to be finishing up my shapes. Quite a lot of QA testing from things you fixed last week. As well as that, there's a couple of puzzles we need to go through as well before the demo release tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, mostly QA testing all day. There will be the live stream later as well. But that's minor tasks like the competition for the DLC going live later today. Yeah, mostly finishing up my shapes.
Good. Jack, what about you?
Well, until the polls comes through, I'm pretty much just doing some random stuff until it comes through. I'm going to work on some Advent stuff, nothing like doing Christmassy in June, maybe some Halloween stuff, just doing some backlog stuff in case we ever need them. So that's my plan today, just lots of different seasonal artwork.
So yeah, sounds good. I'm going to be working on WooLoop, basically just trying to finish off the week's work, trying to get it all neat and tidy. Hopefully I'll be joining Lee in the stream later, and you made a cursor yesterday for Who Shook My Shape, didn't you, Jack? So
I did, yes.
I'm going to try and put that in game, so fingers crossed I can get that done before the stream. Should be easy, we'll see. Yes, I've only been able to work on WooLoop for a couple of hours today. I've mainly been bug fixing for Who Shook My Shapes, because Lee's been able to do quite a bit of QA on that, which is good. The WooLoop icons are looking quite good. There are a couple of issues, particularly if you have pins really close to each other. You sort of like get these gaps that are forming. It's just to do with the way that the arrows are sort of implemented. If you get them close to each other, they're going to be interfering with each other, but we'll be able to add some restrictions to sort of like disable that in the editor once we get that revamped. But yeah, it's looking good. I had a quick look at the colour scheme we're using as well. It looks a bit better. I'm still not 100% though. But yeah, the actual arrows themselves are looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with them.
See, I've been doing a lot of the testing for... Ooh, the cursor's in. Oh.
There's a cursor
It's cursor's here.
I told you it was up today.
But yeah, a lot of the QA testing was within the settings, mainly checking all the translations, double checking that everything seems to be translated, which it looks like it is now, which is good. And there's some issues with this screen here. Wasn't actually updating, but I think that's been resolved as well, which is good. And finally, just been going through with the actual puzzles. So we've already done the first 3 on stream. This one I done off stream. Took me an hour and a half. I managed to actually complete the puzzle. It's very good. Because know for sure that does work 100%. And then this is the final cube we're working on stream. Decent bit of progress. Kind of getting the bottom face done. Just finishing up the last sections here before we move on to the rest. But it's really complicated. As Rob pointed out in the stream, it's probably the most complicated puzzle on the whole game. So the fact we made good progress is a good sign, because it looks like it will be doable once we've actually, we'll learn how to do the puzzle properly. So very promising, and
we'll see how it goes with the demo launch next week. It's the weekend!
It is, finally.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week. It's been Jack's first full week.
Full first week, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been pretty good. What have you done, Jack?
Well, I've been wrapping up all the summer DLC, which releases in almost 3 hours from now. So I've got all the summer DLC wrapped up, and now I've been working on like backlogging some future DLC, like Halloween and Christmas stuff. These are kind of to get me a new hat. I'm a big hat person, so I'm sporting the merch. But apart from that, yeah, it's just all been summer DLC and wrapping that up. And today's kind of been just a free day to work on just various types of things today.
Very good, yeah. What about you, Rob?
Yes, for me, I've actually been able to get some like actual game dev stuff done. It's been quite good. So I've mainly been working on WooLoop, basically just trying to get back into it. It's been such a long time since I've worked on that project, so it's been kind of fun. But yeah, other than that, a lot of bug fixing for Who Shot My Shapes. So you were doing a lot of queuing today, and I've just been basically fixing everything that you found was wrong. Which is quite a lot of things, but...
A little bit of Hexseed bug fixing as well, wasn't it, at the beginning of the week after?
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 'cause I did like 3 builds. There's something wrong with it every time.
But yeah, for me, it's been a bit of both for both years. So I've been helping out with the summer DLC for most of the week, testing all the images that Jack was creating, and getting them all in game alongside the achievements and the announcements, all that good stuff. It'll all be ready to come out later on. And then today's been all finished off my shapes, been doing a lot of QA, all the changes you made last week, been testing those, as well as actually making progress on completing the puzzles. We've got 4 or 5 of the demos done, and there's 1 puzzle left which we've got a decent bit of progress done on. I'm confident that it will be doable. It doesn't look like it's broken, like the fact that I've got as far as I have, but it'd be good just to get it done if I can, just to be 100% sure. And yeah, finishing up today with the stream, the last stream before the demo goes live, and then we'll be seeing how that goes next week, because the demo for Shut My Shapes will be out by this point.
It'll be live at the release of this video, so yeah, it'll be on Steam's Next Fest, which will be ongoing now. It should be. It runs for a week.
For the weekend,
so, it runs from Monday to Monday, I think. So go and check out Shut My Shapes. The demo will only be live for the week, so yeah, please check it out.
Yeah, and let us know what you think of the summer DLC. We should know this point next week what DLC we're working on next, but we don't know just yet.
Be gentle. Be gentle.